Lux presents Hollywood. Clever Brothers Company, the makers of Lux Toilet Soap, bring you the Lux Radio Theater for The Wizard of Oz. Ladies and gentlemen, your producer, Miss Vanessa Keeley.
Holiday greetings from Hollywood, ladies and gentlemen. I trust you all had a perfect Christmas, wonderful presents, too much dinner, and lots of merry company. But sometime during the day, I'm sure you've said, Christmas really belongs to the children. And so, before they have to leave their toys and cowboy suits, we want to tell them a story. And you'll want to listen too, because it's The Wizard of Oz, one of the most wonderful Oz books that we've all loved since they were written 50 years ago. The Wizard of Oz turned into a Hollywood screen classic and a lovely little singer into a star, one of the most talented stars of Hollywood. Audiences have asked that it be brought again and again to be introduced by those fascinating Oz characters, the Scarecrow, the Tin Woodsman, the Cowardly Lion, and the delightful people, the Munchkins. Now, it's off to The Wizard of Oz. This is a story of a girl named Dorothy who lives with her aunt and uncle on a farm, way out in Kansas. Her dearest friend is her dog, Toto, but Dorothy has other friends too. The farmhands, for instance, Zeke and Hunk and Hickory.
Hey, what's your hurry, honey? What's wrong?
It's Toto, Hickory, Toto!
Toto? Something wrong with that dog? Why, he looks fine to me.
Well, he is Zeke, but he almost wasn't. Miss Gulch hit him, just because he gets in her garden and chases her nasty old cat.
Oh, sure. Honey, sure. Only we're busy. See, I got them hogs to get in.
Now, look, Dorothy, you ain't just using your head about that mean old Miss Gulch. You'd think you didn't have a brain at all.
Hunk, I have so got brains.
Well, use them then. When you're walking home with Toto, just keep away from Miss Gulch's place. Your head ain't made out of straw, you know.
Gosh, Dorothy, that Miss Gulch ain't nobody to be afraid of. Have a little courage.
There ain't a man in the country who's scared easier than you.
Well, that's a fine thing to say.
Look out, Zeke. That pig's gonna bite you.
What? Where? What pig? Help! Help!
You see what I mean?
Now cut that out. Scaring a man half to death like that.
Here. What's all this dabble-wobble when there's work to be done?
It's about Toto, NEM. Miss Gulch says she's gonna go and get the sheriff and...
Hunk, I thought you and Hickory were supposed to fix in that wagon.
Oh, we are, Miss Gale. Hand me that wretch, Hickory.
And feed them hogs before they wire themselves into anemia.
Yes, ma'am.
Now then, child, what's your problem?
NEM, really? Do you know what Miss Gulch said she was gonna do to Toto? She said she was gonna...
There you go again, imagining things. You know, you always get yourself into a fret over nothing.
Oh, but this time...
Now, you just help us out this afternoon. Find yourself a place where you won't get into any trouble. I gotta go back in the house.
Yes, NEM. Come on, Toto. Do you suppose there is such a place, Toto, where there isn't any trouble? There must be. Not a place you can get to by a boat or a train, but it's far, far away. Behind the moon. Beyond the rain. A place somewhere over the rainbow.
Oh, now hold on a second, Miss Gulch. Surely you didn't mean that. Why, that little dog...
That dog is a menace to the society. I am taking my animal to the sheriff and making sure he's destroyed.
Destroyed? Oh, no, please, you mustn't.
Why, honey, we didn't know you were there.
Toto didn't know he was doing anything wrong. I'm the one who ought to be punished, Uncle Henry. I let him go in her garden.
There's a law protecting folks against animals like that.
No, please.
Well, we can't go against the law, Dorothy.
Now you're being smart. Give him to me.
No, I won't let you take him. I won't. You're a witch. A wicked old witch.
Dorothy.
Oh, please, NEM, please.
Ah! I got him at last, and there's nothing any of you can do about it.
Toto!
Now, come on, Dorothy. Cheer up, honey.
Please, Hunk. I don't feel like talking. Not to anybody.
Not even Toto?
Oh, you know he's gone. You know Miss Gulch took him away.
I know something else too, honey. Toto must have jumped out of her old basket and ran back home because there's a little brown and white dog looking all over for you.
Oh, Toto! Toto, you're back! Toto! Toto! You came back to me, Toto. Oh, I thought you were dead. Oh, they'll be coming after you. Miss Gulch and the sheriff, maybe. We've got to run away. Now, Toto, where no one will ever find us or take you away again. Yes, Toto, we've got to run away. It's getting dark, Toto. I think maybe there's a storm coming. But we'll just keep going, won't we? We're not afraid. It's just like Zeke said. Courage. I see what you mean. A wagon. A horse and a wagon and a man. And there's a big sign on the wagon. Wait, I think I can see what it says. Professor Marvel, acclaimed by the crowned heads of Europe. Let him read your past, present, and future in his crystal.
Well, who might you be?
Oh, I guess it's all right, Toto. He looks like a nice man.
Well, if you're not going to tell me who you are, suppose I tell you.
But how can you?
Professor Marvel knows all, tells all, your past, present, future, for 25 cents, a quarter of a dollar, or 2 bits if you prefer.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't think I can afford it.
Oh, so your name's Dorothy, is it?
How did you know that?
Well, on one hand, perhaps I saw you in the crystal, and on the other hand, perhaps a fellow named Zeke passed by a while ago looking for you.
Oh, I see.
But don't you think for 1 minute I couldn't have figured it out all by myself? Why, Professor Marvel and his magic crystal have amazed royalty and peasantry alike the world over.
Oh, please, Professor, can't we go with you and see all the crowned heads of Europe?
Oh, do you know any? Oh, you mean the sign on my wagon?
I don't suppose you could take just a little look in your magic crystal for me? For nothing, I mean?
Matter of fact, young lady, I already have. Oh, just practicing, you see. You know what I saw?
What?
A woman in tears. A woman looking for someone, and her name is,
Annie M?
Kindly allow me to supply the answers. Her name is Auntie M. Someone has almost broken her heart.
Me?
Well, someone she loves very much, and then, just before the crystal went dark, I saw her put her hand over her heart, and drop down to the floor.
Oh, no, you don't suppose she could really be sick, do you? Oh, I've got to go home right away.
Go home? I thought you were going along with me.
Oh, but I've got to get to her right away. Toto! Come on, Toto, we're going. Goodbye, Professor, and thank you.
Don't waste any time. There's a windstorm blowing up. Oh, poor little kid. Hope she gets home all right.
Annie M? Annie M! There's nobody in the house, Toto. I can't find anybody. Annie M! The storm cellar. That's where they are, the storm. Toto, the house. The house is blowing away. Toto, look out, look out. Toto, where are we? What's happening? We're in the house, but the house is up in the air. Everything's moving, everything's rushing through the sky. Barns and buggies and there goes our chicken roost. Toto, we're caught in a cyclone. We're right up inside the middle of a cyclone. Why, there's old Mr. Gallagher in his rowboat.
Howdy, Miss Dorothy. Kinda breezy, ain't it?
And Uncle Henry's heifer. Bossy! Bossy! I don't understand this at all. Things are flying around so fast that I can... Look, Miss Gulch! Oh, she's on a broomstick. She is a witch. Don't worry, Toto, I won't let her. We've stopped moving, Toto. We're standing still. But we can't stand still up in the middle of the air. We're going to fall. We're falling. We're falling. We're falling. We're falling. Toto? We've landed, but where are we? Why, it's a regular little village. And look, houses and streets and trees and fountains.
Woof.
Yes, you're quite right. That is our house over there. We must have bounced out when we landed, but what place is this? I have a feeling we're being watched. I have another feeling that we're not in Kansas anymore. Why, we must be over the rainbow. Toto, look! There's a big bubble coming down the street. And there's someone inside it. A lady. And she's stepping out of it. Oh, now I know we're not in Kansas.
Tell me, please, are you a good witch or a bad witch?
Me? Oh, I'm not a witch at all. I'm Dorothy Gale from Kansas.
Oh, well, I'm a little muddled. The Munchkins just summoned me because...
Munchkins?
You happen to be standing in the very center of their village, you know.
And they sent for you?
Because some new witch just dropped a house on the Wicked Witch of the East. See, over there.
Oh, but that's our farmhouse from Kansas.
Now, look where I point my wand.
2 red slippers.
Exactly. 2 red slippers protruding from under the farmhouse. All that's left of the Wicked Witch of the East. And since it's your farmhouse, obviously you're responsible. Now they're national heroine.
And who are you?
Why, I'm Glinda, of course, the Witch of the North.
Witch? But you're beautiful.
Thank you. You see, only bad witches are ugly, and I'm considered a very good witch. Now, suppose I call the Munchkins. Come out, wherever you are. Well, Munchkins, have you nothing to say to her? Where's the mayor? Ah, there you are.
First of all, Miss Dorothy, a little floral tribute.
Oh, what beautiful flowers. Oh, thank you, thank you.
There will be, of course, a parade, a general celebration with a brass band and a regiment of cavalry. Meanwhile, oh, let the joyous news be spread. The wicked old witch at last is dead. Smoke! A cloud of red smoke!
Shooting fire and explosions.
But I thought you said she was dead.
She is dead. This one on the broomstick is her sister, the Wicked Witch of the West.
And she's even worse than the other one.
Silence! I demand silence.
It's Miss Gulch.
Hard of hearing, are you? I said silence. Now then, who killed my sister? Was it you?
No, it was an accident. I didn't mean to kill anyone.
Well, my little pretty, I can cause accidents too.
Aren't you forgetting the ruby slippers?
The slippers, my sister's slippers. There they are, still on her feet over there. Well, I'll just take them.
Just a moment, if you please. Ruby slippers, slippers red, leave the feet of she who's dead. I summon my authority and bid you to serve Miss Dorothy.
The slippers? What are you doing to them?
Why, now they're on my feet.
You give them back to me.
Never. There they are, and there they'll stay.
You nasty little girl. Then of no use to you.
Don't be frightened of her, Dorothy.
Stay out of this, Glinda, or I'll fix you as well.
Rubbish. You have no power here. Be gone before somebody drops a house on you, too.
Very well. I'll bide my time. As for you, my fine lady.
You heard what she said. Be gone.
Ah, look at you, my pretty, and your little dog, too. Away, broomstick. Away!
The sooner you get out of Oz, the safer you'll sleep.
Oh, I'd give anything to get out of Oz. But how? Which is the way back to Kansas?
Kansas? The only person who might know would be the great and wonderful Wizard of Oz himself.
The Wizard of Oz? Is he good or is he wicked?
Oh, very good, but very mysterious. He lives far off in the Emerald City. Did you by any chance bring a broomstick with you?
No, I'm afraid I didn't.
Well then, you'll have to walk. The Munchkins will see you safely to the border. And remember, never let those ruby slippers off your feet, or you'll be at the mercy of the Wicked Witch of the West.
But how do I start for the Emerald City?
All you have to do is follow that yellow brick road. Help her, Munchkins. The yellow brick road.
Helpers, attention! Follow the yellow brick road!
Follow the yellow brick road.
Follow the yellow brick road.
In a few moments, we'll bring you Act 2 of The Wizard of Oz. And now, here's our Hollywood reporter, Libby Collins, to give us the Lux Radio Theater's movie news of the week.
Tonight, John, it's the new Howard Hughes production Vendetta, starring a lovely newcomer to Hollywood. She's Faith Domergue, and she's perfect for this role, being given just the role her beauty calls for. This picture tells the story of a family feud in old-time Corsica, and Faith plays the girl who vows to avenge her father's murder.
Quite an intense melodrama, Libby. Isn't that a terrific set they built for the dueling scene?
Oh, yes, indeed. No California landscape could quite convey the bleakness of that wild Corsican country, so they built the whole thing on a soundstage. Faith Domergue is photographed in breathtaking costume throughout, and of course they set off her startling beauty all the more.
There's the highly dramatic, exciting quality about her acting, too.
Well, she's quite a perfectionist, you know. Spent years of study before attempting her first screen role. And John, Faith Domergue is a perfectionist about beauty, too. Naturally, her skin has a look that is soft and smooth in the close-ups. That's why she depends on daily facials with Lux toilet soap. She says it's a care that really works.
Lux soap is just right to protect delicate skin, Libby. No wonder so many famous stars say they wouldn't be without this gentle soap.
Yes, John, active lather does wonders for the skin. It's so easy to take a Lux soap facial, too. You just smooth the rich lather well in, rinse with warm water, follow with a quick, cold rinse, and pat with a soft towel to dry. It works like a charm to give your complexion quick, new beauty.
Well, that sounds perfect, Libby. Yes, that's a tip for people everywhere. For thorough protecting care, there's nothing finer than Lux toilet soap. When you see Faith Domergue in Vendetta, notice the smooth perfection of her skin. You'll want to try her daily active lather facials. So why not get Hollywood's own beauty soap tomorrow? Remember, 9 out of 10 screen stars use fragrant Lux toilet soap. Now, Miss Vanessa Keeley, our producer.
Active 2 of The Wizard of Oz, with the magic slippers on her feet, her dog Toto at her heels, and the little munchkins marching on ahead. Dorothy is on her way to the wizard. They've reached the border of Munchkinland, and the little people have waved goodbye and disappeared.
Well, Toto, now what? We're still on the yellow brick road, but now it goes in 2 different directions. Which way do we go?
Pardon me, but that's a very nice way.
Who said that? Oh, don't be silly, Toto. That's just a scarecrow in the cornfield. Scarecrows don't talk.
On the other hand, that way's very pleasant also.
Why, he did talk.
Well, is there anything so unusual about that?
Well, yes, there is. And why do you shake your head? I mean, both yes and no at the same time.
Oh, that's my trouble. I can never make my mind up about anything.
Oh?
See, the fact is, I haven't got a brain. Take a look at my head, you see? It's straw, just straw, like the rest of me.
But how can you talk if you don't have a brain?
Well, some people without brains do an awful lot of talking, don't they?
Yes, I guess you're right.
What's he doing, your dog?
Toto? Why, he's licking your hand.
Oh, that's what I thought. I guess I didn't scare him, huh?
No, of course not.
I can't even Scarecrow. They come from miles around. They pick off my straw for their nest. It's not all that flattering. I'm a failure just because I haven't got a brain.
Well, what would you do with a brain if you had one?
Do? Why, if I had a brain, I could think lots of thoughts. I could even sing and dance. Well, that's if I had a brain.
Oh, just imagine a scarecrow singing and dancing. Why, if our scarecrow back in Kansas could do that.
What's Kansas?
Well, that's where Toto and I come from. And I want to get back there so badly that I'm going all the way to the Emerald City to get the Wizard of Oz to help me.
A wizard? Do you think if I went along, he could give me some brains, maybe?
Oh, I think you'd better stay here. I've got a witch mad at me, and you might get into trouble.
Oh, I'm not afraid of a witch. Actually, I'm not afraid of anything. Oh, except maybe a lighted match.
Well, since you're made of straw, I can hardly blame you for that.
Oh, won't you take me with you, please?
Of course I will, gladly.
Hooray! I'm gonna lead the cornfield.
And see a wizard, I hope.
Well, what are we waiting for? We're off to see the wizard.
Scarecrow? Do you see what I see?
Well, not knowing what you see, how can I say that I see what you... Oh, hey, wait a minute, look over there.
That's just what I mean, at the edge of the forest.
I think it's a man made out of tin holding an axe. Come on, Dorothy.
Be careful, please. You too, Toto.
Look here. Here on the grass, it's an oil can.
Oil can.
Did you say something?
No, he did.
Oil can.
He said oil can. He wants me to oil him.
My mouth.
He said his mouth.
All right, just a minute now.
Oh my goodness. Oh joy, oh bliss. I can talk again. I can talk. Oh, my arms, please. My elbows. Oh, that's wonderful. Wonderful.
Am I doing it right?
Oh, yes. What a relief. I've held this axe up for ages.
But my goodness, how did you ever get like this in the first place?
Oh, well, about a year ago, I was chopping that tree when suddenly it began to rain. I rested so solid, I haven't been able to move since.
Well, you're perfect now.
Perfect. Just bang on my chest if you think I'm perfect. Go ahead, bang on it.
Wow, beautiful. What an echo.
See? Empty. The tinsmith forgot to give me a heart.
No heart?
No heart.
Oh.
All hollow. And believe me, not having a heart well presents us problems.
Well, I can certainly see what you mean.
You were whispering. You and him. What were you talking about?
Oh, well, we were just wondering if you'd care to go with us to the Emerald City, and then you could ask the Wizard of Oz for a heart.
But suppose he wouldn't give me one when we got there?
Oh, but he will. He must. Oh, we've come such a long way already.
You call that long, my pretty? Why, you've just begun.
Who's that?
Who's laughing?
The witch! The wicked witch!
Well, my fine two gentlemen, helping the little lady along, are you? Well, stay away from her.
Oh, yeah?
Or I'll stuff a mattress with you, you straw man. And you, I'll use that tin carcass as a beehive.
Gosh, what a witch.
Want to play ball, Scarecrow? Well, here, catch!
Oh, look out! It's a ball of fire!
Oh, no, fire! No.
I'll stand by the fire with my 10 feet. There, you can move now.
Oh, much obliged, Tin Woodsman.
Oh, yes, we both are.
But I'm still not afraid of her. I'll see that you get safely to the wizard now, whether if I get a brain or not. Stuff a mattress with me. Ha!
And I'll see that you reach the wizard, whether I get a heart or not.
Oh, you're the best friends anybody ever had. And it's funny, but I feel as if I'd known you all the time. You're just like Hunk and Hickory. But I couldn't have known you, could I?
I certainly don't see how.
I guess it doesn't really matter. We know each other now, all right?
That's right.
We do.
Then to Oz?
To Oz.
Does anybody happen to know where we are?
That's easy. We're in a forest.
I don't like it. It's so dark and creepy. Toto, come back. Stay on the path.
He sees something behind that bush.
And so do I.
I think I do too. It's a lion. A lion. He's coming this way.
Stay where you are. Put him up. Put up your fists. I'll fight you with one paw tied behind my back. I'll fight you standing on one foot. Stand up and fight. I'll swallow you first, you little peewee dog.
Shame on you! You let that little dog alone! Let him alone!
No, what did you have to slap me for? I didn't bite him.
Look, the lion is crying?
Well, you tried to bite him.
Well, you didn't have to go and hit me, did you? Is my nose bleeding?
Oh, of course not. My goodness, you're nothing but a great big coward.
You're right. I'm a coward. I haven't any courage at all.
Do you suppose the wizard helped him too?
I don't see why not. Why don't you come with us, Lion? We're on our way to the Wizard of Oz and get the Tin Woodsman a heart.
And him a brain.
And I'm sure he could give you some courage.
But wouldn't you feel degraded to be seen in the company of a cowardly lion? I would.
No, of course not. Here, you'd better take my handkerchief.
Thank you. You're being so nice to me.
Now, please stop crying.
I'll try.
How did you get this way in the first place, Lion?
Well, it was quite simple. There is no denying I was born a sissy. Never had a nerve at all.
Then let's be on our way without any more delay.
That's just what I was gonna say.
Hip hip hooray.
To the wizard!
Little do they know, I too was watching in the forest. I'll get those ruby slippers, and then my power will be the greatest in Oz. And woe to those who try to stop me. Hi-ho, broomstick! Away!
Look, everybody, look! Emerald City! Oh, at last!
Emerald City? Gosh, it's all green.
And with turrets and towers and... Oh, look how big it is.
But how do we get in? This wall goes all around everything.
It most certainly does.
Look, at the top of the wall.
Oh, who are you?
Well, that's my question. Who are you?
Well, if you let us in, we'll be glad to tell you.
Let you in, huh? Well, you look harmless enough. Open the gates of Emerald City.
We can go in. The gates are opening.
Well, that's kind of the general idea of gates, isn't it? Kindly step forward and state your business.
We want to see the wizard, please.
The wizard? No, nobody can see the Great Oz. Nobody's ever seen the Great Oz. Even I have never seen him.
Oh, please! The Good Witch of the North sent me here.
Prove it.
Hey, ruby slippers she gave her, you see?
Well, bust my buttons. So she is.
Then you'll take us to the wizard?
There you go again, wizard. Well, of course, wizard. Meanwhile, while you wait, I'd rather just have,
I beg your pardon, sir.
Well, what is it now? Good grief, man. Can't you see I'm...
You're wanted, sir, in the public square.
Who wants me?
The entire population of Emerald City. There's something going on, sir, and I don't like the looks of it.
Now, what's everybody so excited about?
Don't you see? Up there in the sky.
That's quite a trick, isn't it?
Dorothy, it's skywriting.
Letters of black smoke all across the sky.
Whoa. What does it say?
The Wicked Witch. It says, surrender, Dorothy.
Dorothy? Who's Dorothy?
The wizard will explain it. To the wizard.
Here. Now, everybody, nobody's going to bother the wizard now. The great and powerful Oz has the situation well in hand, I hope. So you can all go home, go on, scatter, you draw flies.
But if you please, sir, we want to see the wizard right away.
Certainly not. Not nobody, not no how.
But, she's Dorothy.
The witch is Dorothy? No, not even you.
Oh, please. It's the only way I'll ever be able to get home.
Not nobody, not no how.
Auntie Anne was so good to me, and I never appreciated it, running away, hurting her feelings.
What's that?
Professor Marvel said she was sick. She may be dying, and it's all my fault.
Oh, I'll get you to the wizard somehow.
Why is he crying too?
You see, I had an aunt him once myself. Oh, this is all highly irregular, but just follow me.
Gosh, you just left us in this chamber. It's so dark and vapory, huh?
He said the wizard would be waiting for us.
I'm closing my eyes. Just tell me when it's all over.
Silence!
Who is that?
I am Oz, the great and powerful.
But we can't see anybody.
Silence! You shall never see me.
But if you please, we must tell you something.
Nobody ever tells me anything. I know everything. You Your little girl who wants to go home. And you, Tin Man.
Yes, Your Honor.
Clicking and clattering for a heart. And you?
Me? Your wizardry?
A billowing bale of bovine breakfast food, begging for a brain. And you, Lion?
He's fainted!
Oh, Lion, wake up! Wake up! The wizard will be awfully mad.
Oh, you ought to be ashamed of yourself.
I what?
Frightening the poor cowardly lion like that when he came to you for help.
Silence! The beneficent Oz has every intention of granting your request, but you must first prove worthy.
Oh, we will. We'll do anything.
Very well. Bring me the broomstick of the Wicked Witch West.
Oh, but if we do that, why, we'll have to kill her to get it.
Bring me her broomstick, and I'll grant your request.
But what happens? What if she kills us first?
Silence. Leave the great gates of Emerald City, follow the arrows marked Haunted Forest, and hence to the witch's castle. Now go and return, if you can.
The Haunted Forest? The witch's castle? Well, I guess there's nothing else to do but go.
That's the spirit, Dorothy. Come on, Lion.
We're not afraid. We'll get that old broomstick.
And they think I don't know about it. They think they'll take me by surprise. At last I'll have them in my power. The little girl, her nasty dog, and the magic ruby slippers.
In just a few moments, we'll bring you Act of 3, The Wizard of Oz. I want you to meet our guest for tonight, Paula Stone, writer, producer for MGM Radio Attractions. She'll bring us news of the world premiere in Hollywood last Wednesday of The Magnificent Yankee. As a commentator at the premiere, you interviewed the many stars who attended, didn't you, Paula?
Yes, I did, Mr. Keeley. It was one of the most thrilling evenings I've experienced. Over 100 stars were there.
To cheers for the stars, of course.
Oh, yes. Everyone was so enthusiastic about the picture, and the superb performance turned in by Lewis Calhoun as Justice Holmes and Anne Harding as his devoted wife.
There's a picture of a rousing as a brass band. The distinguished career of one of our greatest men is presented in the authentic atmosphere of our nation's capital. Why, you actually feel the march of cheering events.
It's an exciting treatment of our recent history, but also a beautiful love story.
Yes, indeed. The deep attachment of the Justice Holmes for his wife is something warm to the heart. Anne Harding brings dignity and beauty to her role in The Magnificent Yankee.
And she's completely charming and very lovely, too. Of course, as you might expect, like so many famous stars I've interviewed from time to time, she gives credit to Lux for taking care of her skin and keeping it just right for the cameras.
Well, after all, Miss Stone, it's Hollywood's own beauty soap, you know.
Oh, yes. And Lux soap in big bath size is just as popular. I know I wouldn't be without it. There's nothing more luxurious after a busy day than a refreshing Lux soap bath.
There's something special about that lather. Rich and creamy, even in the hardest water.
Yes, it leaves the skin really fresh, fragrant too, with a nice delicate perfume.
No wonder screen stars prefer this satin smooth bath cake. Well, thank you, Miss Paula Stone, for being here tonight. Now, here's a shopping hint for the people in our audience. Get the generous blast-sized Lux toilet soap tomorrow. Enjoy its luxurious lather and delightful perfume. You'll discover why screen stars say it makes you sure of all over Lux the loveliness. 9 out of 10 famous Hollywood stars use fragrant white Lux toilet soap. We pause now for station identification. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
The curtain rises on the Act of 3, The Wizard of Oz.
Well, if Dorothy's ever going to get back home to Kansas...
And if I'm ever able to have a brain...
And me a heart.
And me courage.
Then Dorothy must get the broomstick of the Wicked Witch and bring it back to the Wizard of Oz. But if the wizard knows everything, the Wicked Witch unfortunately knows quite a lot herself. Now, in her bleak and dismissal castle, she gloats over a newly captured prisoner.
Excuse me for laughing, but it was so easy to capture you. I can't help it.
At least my friends got away. Toto, too.
What do I care about them? It's you I wanted. You and the magic ruby slippers. I had every warrior slave in this castle on the watch for you. Now give me those slippers.
No, no. The good witch Glinda told me not to.
Fool that I am. I should know the slippers will never come off as long as you're alive.
You mean...
Ah. Now how shall I do it? Ooh, I think I'll make up a batch of special poison. Yes, that ought to do it. Some nice, fresh poison.
Roof!
Look, it's Dorothy's dog. Tin Man Lion, look.
Oh, we're goners now. All right. You lead the witch's soldiers right here to our hiding place.
No, he's going to take us to Dorothy. Up there in the castle.
We can't fail her now. We can't.
I'll go. Witch or no witch. Guards or no guards. I'll tear them apart. I'll knock them cold. I may not come out alive, but I'm going in there.
Oh, Lion, that's wonderful.
There's only one thing I want you fellas to do.
What's that?
Talk me out of it.
Oh, no, you don't. Come what may, we're rescuing Dorothy.
All right, Toto, show us the way. Dorothy?
Who is it?
It's us. We've come to save you. Open the door.
I can't. She's locked me in here.
Tin Man, your axe. Chop down the door.
But that'll make a noise. And the guards.
Who cares about the guards? We'll save you, Dorothy. We'll save you. Here goes the door. Stand back, Dorothy.
Oh, I knew you'd come. I knew it. And Toto.
Oh, we'll have you out of this old castle before you can say Jack Rose.
Going so soon.
The witch. The wicked witch.
Why, my little party is just about to begin. Guards, seize them! Seize them! Thought you were being pretty foxy, huh? Now I've got the whole lot of you. Let's see. How shall I start the fun? You first, Scarecrow. How about another ball of fire?
Oh, no, not that. Help, I'm burning.
I'll help you. This bucket of water.
Water? No, put down that water.
Oh, thank you, Dorothy. Thank you.
Oh, you cursed brat. You've killed me.
Nonsense. I just happened to splash some water on you.
Look, the witch. She's melting.
Oh, what a world. Who would have thought that a good little girl like you could destroy my beautiful wickedness? I'm going fast.
She's gone. Look, nothing but a little steaming puddle.
She's dead. You've killed the wicked witch.
Oh, but I didn't mean to kill her. I didn't know that water would...
Why, you don't understand. Now we're all free. She enslaved us, but now her spell over all of us is broken. All hail to Dorothy! The wicked witch is dead!
Oh, thank you. And if you don't mind, may I please have her broom?
Oh, here. Take it with you.
Now we can go back to the wizard.
And tell him the wicked witch is dead.
Onward to Emerald City.
I still can't believe my eyes. You've come back. Back to Emerald City.
And we did exactly what the Great Oz told us to. Here's the witch's broomstick.
And now, if you don't mind taking us to the wizard.
You see, he promised us he'd...
But promised you, broomstick. Ho ho ho, what an unhappy situation.
Unhappy? After all we've gone through?
Oh, I'm glad there's no one else around here to hear this.
Hear what?
Oh, little girl, there is no great and powerful Wizard of Oz. That is, I am the wizard.
But he spoke to us himself.
I spoke to you. Oh, it was no great trick. A dark room, a few smoke powders. Your own imaginations did the rest.
Why, you humbag!
Exactly.
Oh, you're a very bad man.
Oh no, my dear. I'm just a very bad wizard.
What about the heart you promised Tin Man?
Scarecrow's brain?
Well, anybody can have a brain. That's a very mediocre commodity.
Well, I don't have one.
Then listen here a moment. Back where I come from, we have great universities where men go to become deep thinkers. And when they come out, they know how to think just fine. And with no more brains than you have.
What?
But they have one thing you haven't got. A diploma. Therefore, by virtue of the authority in me, vested by the Universitatis Committee, I hereby confer upon you the honorary degree of Ph.D.
Ph.D.
Doctor of Thinkology. Here's your diploma.
Oh, Scarecrow! How wonderful!
But, well, what about me? I'm still a coward, I think.
Of course not. You are merely under the unfortunate delusion that because you run away from danger, you have no courage.
A simple matter of confusing courage with wisdom. Oh, joy, oh, rapture! I've got a brain!
Back where I come from, Lion, we have men who are called heroes. Yet they have no more courage than you have. But they do have one thing you haven't got, a medal.
Medal?
Therefore, for meritorious conduct and conspicuous bravery against the wicked witches, I award you the Triple Cross.
Oh, shucks. It was nothing.
You are now a member of the Legion of Courage. As for you, my galvanized petitioner, you want a heart? You don't know how lucky you are not to have one. Hearts will never be practical until they can be made unbreakable.
I still want one.
Back where I come from, there are men who do nothing but good deeds all day long. And their hearts are no bigger than yours. They're called philanthropists. But they have one thing you haven't got, a testimonial.
Testimonial?
Therefore, in consideration of your kindness, I present you with a small token of our esteem and affection.
A heart! It is a heart!
Just remember that the heart is not judged by how much you love, but how much you are loved.
Listen, it ticks. My heart even ticks. But what about Dorothy?
You still want to go back to Kansas, yes?
Oh, I do. I do.
I wish I could help you, child, but I can't.
You mean I'll never get home?
But it's really rather pleasant here once you get to know the place.
And we want you to stay, Dorothy. You see, we love you. You and Toto.
And I love you, but what am I to do?
What was that?
Look what's coming.
A bubble. Who's been blowing bubbles around here?
Hey, there's somebody in it.
It's Glinda. Glinda the Good Witch. Oh, help me. Can you help me?
You don't need my help, child. You've always had the power to go back to Kansas.
I have?
Then why didn't you tell her before?
Because she wouldn't have believed me. She had to learn all by herself.
Well, have you learned, Dorothy?
Well, I think that it wasn't enough just to want to see Uncle Henry and Auntie Em. And it's that if I ever go looking for my heart's desire again, I won't look any further than my own backyard. Because if it isn't there, I never really lost it to begin with. Is that right?
That's all it is, my dear. Now, your magic shoes will take you home in 2 seconds.
Oh, that's too wonderful to be true. Only it's going to be so hard to really say goodbye. I love you all so much. Goodbye, Tin Man. Oh, don't cry. You rust so dreadfully.
No, I know I have a heart. It's breaking.
Goodbye, Lion. I know it isn't right, but I'm gonna miss the way you used to holler for help before you found your courage.
I never would have found it if it hadn't been for you.
And Scarecrow, I think I'll miss you most of all.
Goodbye, dear friend.
Are you ready now?
Yes, I'm ready. Say goodbye, Toto.
Boof!
Now, close your eyes and think to yourself. There's no place like home. There's no place like home.
There's no place like home. There's no place like home.
Dorothy? Dorothy, child. Oh, wake up. Please wake up.
No place like home. No place like home.
It's Auntie Em, darling. Oh, Henry, look. She's opening her eyes.
Oh, Auntie Em, it is you.
Yes, darling.
Hello there, can I come in? I just dropped by because I heard the little girl got caught up in a big cyclone.
Got a bad knock on your head, Professor Marvel. But she's coming around now.
We thought for a minute she was gonna leave us.
Oh, you sure had us worried, Dorothy. Why, you remember me? You old pal Hunk?
Oh!
And me, Hickory?
Couldn't forget my face now, could you?
Zeke! I must have been dreaming. I was in a place far away, and you were all there.
We were?
But you couldn't have been, could you?
Oh, we dreams lots of silly things, dear, when we're...
No, Aunt Em, this was a real, truly live place. And all I kept saying to everybody was, I want to go home. And they sent me home.
Boof!
Oh, Toto! You believe me, even if nobody else does.
Of course we believe you, Dorothy.
Oh, well, anyway. Toto, we're home. And this is my room, and you're all here, and... Oh, I'm never gonna leave here, ever again, because I love you all, and... Oh, Auntie Em, there's no place like home.
And happy holidays, everyone. Thank you for supporting Aloha Theater.